Loud. I guess anybody joins.
To you. We'll work on them. Like really, Cora, they have all weekend. Oh, it was so cute. She was great teacher helper.
Okay. Okay. Welcome. We will call to order at 1:02. That's all I have to do, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So your brain is really not, go ahead, Liz.
Okay.
We've moved you to the front.
Well, thank you so much. I would like to know all the teachers want to join, so
Oh, perfect.
just let me know who we don't have yet, and then they will join. I read off everyone who had joined, and then I had then I think I had Lynn that said, no, I joined, and you said, yep, she had. So anyway, they said they will do that, and that's so kind, all the money that you're giving us.
For context, we found out that if we give grants to the teachers, they technically need to be a member of PTA. That's what it says on the PTA website.
Yeah.
So that is what we're talking
Not even technically, they literally.
yes.
Technically meaning literally, so I'm like, you get these lovely meals several times a year, and you're getting money donated to your classroom to join for $10. So it's a pretty good deal. So I know everyone wants to do it, so I'll just keep on that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. We're all very, very appreciative of that. So
Good. I'm glad.
gonna make a big difference for us.
There's like a pile.
Oh, it's a pile, okay. So, and then, and thanks. We liked the lunch during the school day rather than at night,
Okay.
so that was really great. We probably prefer that. During school.
Every time or just for the SCPs?
Well, every other time it is just in the day, right?
I didn't even know.
I don't know.
During the evening.
It
Ever?
never has.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't.
We just asked, like, would
They
this
floated
better?
that idea.
Because we had this first time ever out
Having
of
to
state
stay
LA.
Yeah,
So that was rough.
but yeah, but most
I'm
of
sure that will
us-
change pretty soon because
Yeah,
PEA negotiated that. And they're all like, well, this is its own living hell. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's.
well, and
It's all day.
elementary parents don't want, like, my latest sign up was 6:30, and I'm sure all the parents were pretty much. Like, I think Mrs. Harrington, yeah, like with elementary, you're putting your kids to bed, you're getting them dinner. You're not looking to go to a SEP at 7:30, 7:45 at night, so it was a little silly of an idea for elementary.
Yeah.
But we do love being in the gym. We hope that you do. It's-
I just would love the backdoor gym the back
We
door.
did unlock it after you had your tragedy, we did unlock it. So sorry about that.
The handicapped person, I don't have to walk further than I have to. It's
No,
great.
totally,
Yeah.
totally.
So sorry.
Totally
So,
fine.
yeah, so lunch is great. We prefer lunch. But one less thing to think about in our day. So, I don't know, any questions for me before I run teach my class?
You guys end up getting any Halloween candy? I'm curious.
We didn't.
Okay.
I sent an email out to the teachers, but
Like my son's class, he gave it to his teacher
Okay.
leftover, so I don't know if some random people, I don't know.
I haven't
that
brought mine
way, or
yet. I
how to
just
do
was
it, so I
curious
know
how
if
we,
it's
if our advertising worked.
yeah, I don't
But,
know.
okay.
Sounds like a couple
Um,
teachers got.
The
Yeah.
birthday, the room mom birthday thing, Miss Risk, man,
Really?
her room moms were awesome for her birthday.
For her birthday.
Remembering
No.
remembering a
Michaela
teacher's
isn't a
birthday.
mom.
I'm not a room mom.
Yeah,
You took my.
whoever
place.
was
Okay.
Mrs. Risks, it was just like this constant all day long things being dropped off. It was so nice. She was just like,
Watch me that.
what is so
That's gonna be bad if it doesn't then happen for all teachers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But pass on that.
Yeah,
she does.
and it maybe it will catch on,
Yeah.
but
Great.
yeah. I never seen so many kids know it was her birthday, so I think the real mom must have let her know.
Special note.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Dawn.
Anyway,
Okay, I will let them know.
yeah, so thank you so much. We appreciate you always, always. And it's so exciting that you don't have to think about like extravaganza for the end of the year.
I know.
Done and
Like, I'm-
delivered.
like,
Yeah.
That's not even on the agenda coming up.
I know.
today.
Well, except for the end of the year event.
Oh, shoot.
That might be next. We'll see.
Okay.
I was
All right.
figure then. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We go to the budget.
Oh, sure. After,
My hair.
oh, hi. After having all of the income from all the business sponsorships and everything, we were like trying to figure out how to actually disperse this to the school. We met with Karen and anyway. I just wrote down notes. I didn't make any decisions, but we need to vote on a new budget, because we made some changes and kind of spent a lot of money in like hypothetically, so if like budgeted to have a lot of money disappear that was not previously going to disappear. So yes.
When she says disappear, she means put it into our broad.
I mean,
Not disappear, disappear.
appropriately and legally
Yes.
disperse
There you go.
according to
Sorry,
PTA
sorry.
protocol.
One of the things we already, well, and then I can tell you what we did.
Okay, well, we actually should talk about what we did.
Yeah.
Or where we decided to put the budget. Let's vote and then tell you what we did. Just kidding. So, we upped the dollar amount that was going to a STEM event, like an after school STEM thing. We're still deciding what that's gonna look like.
Good STEM evening.
So this is the middle column, is that?
The middle call, yes, on this weird piece of paper that, sorry you don't have a copy. But the first column is what happened last year, the second column is the budget, and the last column is what we are currently in the middle of doing. So we upped the dollar amount for the STEM event. We're discussing having an end of year something happening. She's stealing my agenda.
I'm just printing two
Um,
more copies. I'll be right
that's a good idea.
Here's
Yeah,
this.
take those two. What else did we change?
back.
I can't remember what
The
else we changed.
STEM.
Oh, I have to skip down a bunch.
Oh, yeah. The
Um,
piano.
yes, the school just recently bought a piano that we are going to reimburse them for.
You heard how loud it was at Veterans Day.
That's very nice.
And
That
because
was
the old one
PTA piano.
was getting old and gross. We're maybe,
We had a really,
It was-
really junky. Yeah, yeah.
It was
And still is
old
now tucked in the corner, but it's a new, beautiful piano tucked in the corner. It was just, it had seen better days.
it was impressive. People could get a solid tune out of that old one.
Yeah, that, because we had we have that pianist who's fantastic. And I'm like, how is that piano? She's like, it's rough. So, I'm like, okay, I thought so, but
Yeah.
she makes it sound so good. It's not for me to know. but-
There's book clubs for the classrooms. Those old books were getting pretty old and ratty.
Sorry,
So-
where is this? So I.
Oh, sorry, we're way down towards the bottom and there's a bunch of blank spaces.
Yeah. Column or?
The second column is our budget. The first column is what happened last year. So all those blank spaces didn't happen last year. That's
Okay,
what
so
we,
this is new stuff we're at.
yes.
We had, and it won't be this way every year because we had the extravaganza back to back, we had extra funds. We had more last year anyway, and then with the extravaganza and we had the business sponsorships, and so we had a bunch to kind of use, and then next year it'll kind of be set back on a normal,
Hopefully more closer to normal.
yeah.
So like the piano's not gonna be an every year purchase. That's hopefully, hopefully a one and done for a while. And then same with the book clubs. Those don't typically get too ratty year after year, but over time they do. We had talked about, how are you thinking it's like the vending machine, like the kids have had fun with that in the past. We maybe help supply some of those books. Those kinds of things. I don't think too much else largely changed.
So the scooter locking rack.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's happening with that?
Oh, we put that in here, we still need to figure out. There was a complaint that there's nowhere for kids to lock up scooters.
Like especially the electric
And
scooters,
skateboards.
Yes.
that kind of thing.
Was that just scooters and skateboards?
Yeah, scooters and
Well,
skateboards.
electric bikes could also be there, yeah.
And another school had got one, so we were looking at that, so we put extra stuff in the budget so that if it gets spent,
Okay.
it's already there.
Do we have problems with things disappearing from the cages?
Mostly, this one is what Centennial has so that you can lock the skateboards. Is the bigger thing is because kids want to bring their skateboards in. And that becomes a storage problem in the classroom to have skateboards in the classroom. So that was a problem they solved with that. Stealing, no, we really don't have that issue because
I
our,
was gonna say,
our
we've had one bike and 2 scooters.
oh, then
So
stealing,
it's-
yes.
It's like a half and half problem. It's only when my kids forget to, scooter home. And it gets left overnight, the next morning they're gone.
Yeah, well, because the gate is, so during the school day, the
During the
gate
school
is
day,
locked. So, that is not a during the day problem, but the kids don't want to leave their skateboards outside. I mean, everybody leaves their scooter outside, but they don't want to leave their skateboard outside because there's no way to lock it or do anything with it. And this is a solution that a couple schools have picked up because it
Do the
will
gates
lock
get
the
closed and like for
during the day.
during the, okay.
Yeah,
But not
not
after.
the bike gates.
Yeah, the bike gates.
No,
They
they don't get locked, huh? We don't have,
an
we
issue.
haven't had an issue
yeah.
during the day,
Okay.
but it's at night, everything's open because then it becomes a city property at night.
So is the scooter or the skateboard locking thing just a during the day thing too?
Well, this,
Or how does
the,
that work?
the
I don't-
little thing that we saw, that we
Like a
looked-
chest?
looked
It's like
at,
a bike rack, but it has slots for a
it has
skateboard.
slots that you
slide in.
can lock, it
It-
has a little wire that you can actually put a padlock on, you just bring your own padlock, and you can, so that, the little unit you can lock.
So
individually.
if somebody forgot to write it,
It would be okay.
it would still be locked.
Yeah.
Theoretically, it should be still locked,
It
yeah.
would function like the bike rack does.
Right.
It would, if you lock it, it locks, and if not, it just sits there.
Sure.
We were originally gonna there had been like a request to do a 9 square, but then that got destroyed at the extravaganza, so that died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either way too expensive to put in a
The
permanent
district
one,
is
or
willing
the
to put
temporary
a
one will-
permanent one in, but it's $9,000 is the cheapest one we found. And then the district is also willing to just not charge us and put holes in so that you could put a portable one in and
And it would stay in place.
it could stay in
Yeah.
place as long as, until somebody breaks it. and
Which
it's
as
like,
soon
"Oh,
as it
PVC
becomes-
pipe doesn't hold my
The
weight.
gate's
open.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it would last at least 48 hours, maybe.
And it could be something that, like, if Jen wanted to use it as a PE game, we could put some, some holes in the playground for it so that she could do that, but unmonitored, people were just like, I feel like that's not gonna work.
I know all of these things sound like super great things. And one thing that I've noticed is that on the outside of our school, we don't have a lot of community identifying things. Like there's a lot of elementary schools that have murals painted on big walls, maybe on their handball walls that with quotes or with scenery that kind of like speak to the culture of the school. And that's something that it's not something we would probably be able to do every year, but if there was resources to make that happen, that would be something that would be appreciated, I think, for years to come. And we have some pretty solid concrete walls on the north side there that could really add to the kind of the atmosphere of the school.
Yeah.
And I don't know. If you're looking for ideas, I just gave you.
Is that, how would that work to look into that? Is that something we'd have to get district approval from?
I think so. So yeah, I'll just poke around and see what it is, because I mean, even if we can't, maybe that's like, no, we're not doing murals or whatever. I mean, if somebody else is doing murals, then we can do murals. If someone in our district has already done them, then I
I
think
mean,
we
we've
should.
already done them on the playground. That was for the open shaw memorial.
Yeah, the
playground,
painted
and
ones
those were
that we have.
painted on for that.
The ones on the,
On the
asphalt.
on the big
like
playground
on the
after.
floor, on the
Like the
ground?
animals and things.
Like the lower part of
Yeah.
the fence.
Oh, yeah.
So it's already been done here.
Okay.
I think it'd be a fifth or sixth grade project, something done.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
like
and
tile.
even if, yeah, because I mean, even if we can't do something like on the cement or that, like if there's on the actual building, we certainly should be able to adhere something that could be made into, you know, like adhere some wood panels or something that you think.
Yeah.
So,
Anyway.
That actually could, I had originally had thoughts, talked to a few different people about like an end of year celebration thing, and that could tie into that perfectly. It's already budgeted, so with a lot. So yeah, we'll find out about that. That's a good idea, Jamie.
Where's the
So-
end of years?
It's
It's the- that was at the
down.
top.
It's at the top.
Third one right there.
Yeah, it's a long, complicated mess. But the good news is this huge, long mess basically just tells us what this thing says and where all of these numbers come from. And this is actually what we're voting on. Is this collapse budget, the smaller one?
Because you're allowed to move things within
Yeah, we
these
can shift
categories,
them
but
around.
it's the overall budget
Yeah.
that we're
Yeah,
voting on.
so. If anybody still has questions, we're happy to converse, but otherwise. Is anybody willing to motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Hold on, I do,
Oh,
sorry.
still talking?
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry.
Sorry.
So I thought that our goal was to carry over the annual budget or close to the annual budget, and this is only anticipating that we're carrying over $8,300.
Yeah, because we have extravaganza at the beginning of the year now, we don't need to carry over as much. And from what I have understood in the past,
Oh,
we've
because if
been
we
carrying
don't have
over too much.
extravaganza.
Yeah, and we can do, like, we can fund everything we
It's at
need
the very
to
bottom of
fund
the big
with about $8
very
grand. So if we didn't do it, we'd be fine for the year. Like, a lot of this is all the extra incremental stuff that we don't necessarily need to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But if you, like, again, I've been here for 1 year. So I'm
so have
welcome
we,
for,
so is
feedback
this
on that.
for all the spending? This accounts for like all the spending,
For the
the
re-
extra money?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how much did that, like, I know it says $2,000 for teacher grants. How much does that give each teacher?
So, okay, that's kind of in a weird form. So in the middle, there's a $6,000 budget line that we are giving the teachers a field trip. And in the years past, the principal has paid for one field trip per class. So instead, we are taking over the field trip and she is putting money into their Amazon account so they can spend it however they want. So we're kind of,
because otherwise you guys have to do receipts and all that kind of stuff.
it's just so tedious for us.
If
So
I
we,
have for everyone.
yeah, so they are getting a large chunk of money that way. As well as we are also giving them, I think 2,000 is like $100 per teacher.
Yeah.
That then they can spend on like miscellaneous stuff, but that's a lot less. That's only 500 receipts instead of 7,500 receipts for me to have to figure out how to. That's just far fewer receipts for me.
Quick question, and I'm not sure if it ties in exactly, but I remember at the beginning of last year, we talked about teachers not being able to do by Excel or certain software programs because they were so expensive. Are any of the donations that we're giving them able to help with those, or were those items already taken care of? Like, is there a way we could cover
So,
that cost?
last year we that was one of the things that we did here, and we've done it, we've juggled other money this year, so, IXL is paid for this year without PTA. We just,
Like the AR quizzes and stuff.
AR is gone.
Like. for
It's not a,
everyone,
yeah,
or
it's
just
not a
not us?
district. quiz.
Oh.
So
right,
it just,
right, so it's all-
yeah, it was, and it doesn't, I mean, they're comprehension quizzes, and we can get information on kids' comprehension in a lot of different ways, and AR quizzes is probably not even the best way, I guess is.
Perfect, that's fine, I just wanted to make.
We
sure.
also can't pay for curriculum and like anything the district should provide. So that's another reason that like we paid for the piano so that the school can use their funds on things the district can provide. PTA has a lot of rules, but they don't want to tell you what they are. Like we asked for a list and they're like, we're not going to tell you what you can't spend it on, but we're not going to tell you what you can either. So, but it is a very broad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yes. That's great.
No, we did it last, we paid for that last year under the idea that it was supplementary
It is supplementary.
Yeah.
versus it being like core curriculum,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's,
Yeah,
the
Well,
money's
and
going to
the year
children,
before
and
that,
that's
we
kind of like
donated
what
it to the teachers,
Shell-
and that was bad.
Yeah.
That was, there's, yeah, we've done it. We've been, yes.
Oh, might be my only good one.
It's, and IXL is a one that's just a moving target, because like the state gave us a partial grant for it, and then the district is thinking that maybe they should pay for it because it matches with our other. I mean, so like it's all over the place, so I'm just like, let's keep that out of the PTA. I mean, let's just, last year was way clearer, and this year it's muddled, and so I just thought, I just want to not have you muddled, so.
Field trips are easy. They are always something PTA can pay for.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
We're just gonna go with that.
Yeah.
And she can do all the muddled mess with this.
So one of the things, sorry, I wanna follow up, one of the things that Michaela was always so good about asking in the past is, what are we doing for all of the different groups on campus? Like at the school, so we take care of the play, got the piano, that all sounds very musical, but also pianos, everybody. And then I see a STEM allocation and end of year party. Are there any other specific groups that we need to be taking care of that maybe aren't funded in a way when we have I'm not gonna call them slush, but we have more funds than we would traditionally have. Is there some group that hasn't been getting the support that they need, Dr. Brock?
I think that the one place that they've supported us this year is that we've been really investing in book groups so that everybody is getting, like, especially like the advanced kids get some books that are different for there. And then we've got a bigger variety of books we can use in, because the book groups are they're very intentionally an expansion for every child to be able to be in a small group to talk about a book, because that's the part that we don't get enough of. And so I think that has been an evening out. The other place that has been a real positive is part from the money that we have from PTA, and part from some other donations, and part from every teacher got $500 to spend in their classroom for more STEM. And that has just been a really fun energy to see the teachers really utilizing that and spending a lot of time in that. And then we've got our part of our school improvement goal. We have to have goals in all different areas, and one of them is that every teacher will do 4 engineering projects this year, which is a stretch for some, and really very common in what they're doing regularly. So some teachers have just taken their fourth grade has done some programmables and have done all sorts of really cool things, and other grades are like, let's jump into this, so it's, I mean, they're just all over the place. But I think that has been a nice evening, because every classroom, whether or not the teacher was into it or not, every classroom has more STEM stuff and is actively doing more in STEM. So that's been fun.
Also on that Lego note, apparently we have a lot of Legos
Awesome.
But there's no
for
such thing
this
as
STEM thing. Too many.
enough,
But-
it's too many Legos. But it would be worth looking at the STEM room and seeing from whatever you're looking at to see, is that, because what we have a bin of Legos, but do we have all
This
the
is like-
activities that
the
go
one
with
I
it
was
and the
found was like, they're like a
the
kit.
robotics kits or the.
Not they're build kits, but they have like 8 modules within the kit. And so you buy the kit and it's like for 2 or 3 kids to, and it has the instruction, it has the video, and you do all those things, kind of like a Crunch Labs, but Legos, and there's
Yes.
8 of them in one
And
kit.
reusable.
And yeah, and it was said it was for 1st through 6th grade or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
They're half off, that's why I was like.
Well,
yes.
yeah, half off Legos never happens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's worth looking into, I would say.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anything else on this?
Move to approve.
Are they,
Oh.
are they doing the art show?
Yes, they are doing the art show.
Are we helping with that at all? I just don't see it in here.
I can talk to this
Thank you.
point a little bit.
Great, do that.
There is a meeting to kick off the organization of the art show on Thursday at 10:30 in Maria's room. If anyone would like to come. It's like a high low technical, high just like tape and hang things, like labor intensive event. But I don't know entirely if we have a date for it, but we're gonna try to nail down like,
But we don't donate any money for that.
I don't,
We
did
had
last
not
year,
last
right?
year.
I think there's.
Doesn't
just
she
a
have a
last year was
grant that
first-
she has to use or something?
yeah,
Okay. We didn't, and none of it came from here, because I know there were like a couple artists that need to be paid, and there were a couple
yeah,
things.
the
that we
artists
did.
paid through PTA money.
That's what I thought. I
And
thought
they
it was
were-
like,
They were
like $500.
$500
Yeah,
per
there were 2 or 3
artist,
artists.
and
Do you remember
two of them.
that?
It was the portraitist and the storyteller. They each got $200, and I think it's a similar.
Do that?
If you didn't, if you didn't, then I did.
Pretty sure she had a grant that covered everything.
Yeah.
I'm very.
No, I remember doing a grant, but I don't remember writing checks to. We could look in that fancy binder and
Yeah.
it
Oh,
it's-
I was
this
gonna
is-
say,
was a blurry time.
No, I think it was a grant outside of PTA.
Yeah. It was like a specific art grant.
Yeah.
With Thornton.
Like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm
Okay.
getting out of the grant.
Yeah.
okay,
If it ends up being that she doesn't have a grant this year and needs PTA support, is there wiggle room in here?
There's
that-
a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I
I
think.
just-
There's about
it could be
$8,000 of wiggle room
Yeah.
that we can reallocate.
Because I think it would be under $500. It's what she would.
Yeah.
To pay for artists, I think
I
is
know
all
that.
that.
it was artists and then just like tapes and butcher paper, but I don't know
Yeah.
how much of that we just like stole from the
Just-
supply closet.
Absolutely, 100%. This is still from the flag club, yeah.
I don't know where that money comes from, but wasn't us.
There are, everywhere. Anyway, okay,
It
motion
was
to
a,
approve.
it was a great event, but not advertised well, and so it got less traction than we thought. But I
But it
think
was,
that's,
it was decent, but it was, I mean, we could
Yeah,
like,
well,
yeah, we could have had a better attendance, but it was decent attendance, but,
Mhm.
and it was our first one, but.
yeah, it was a
new.
flyer and an
Yeah.
email the
Yeah.
week before and nothing else.
Okay.
And so it didn't get what it needed. So we're gonna change that this year.
It was really cool.
We're gonna
Yes,
plan.
now that we have.
We
a
also
commission,
have,
The kids are so excited.
A, we have Nicole.
Beautiful too.
B, we have Kitsa, who ran the BYU Museum of Art.
Oh.
For one blessed year, she is here because their move got delayed
Okay.
and her child came to public school. So she will also be there,
Yeah.
and we have Nicole and we have Marie,
Yeah,
so hopefully.
I know last year Marie pulled on like her husband, her mom, her neighbors, like she had 6 volunteers here from like 1 PM to 5 PM or whatever when it.
The day of.
But
Weekend
like
of and
no
the
real
week before.
PTA volunteer support. So she got it done and she got her own people, but it would be really nice to have like PTA parent support with this.
I know, but I feel like the sign up needs to be,
Yeah,
a little
it
more
was, it
structured.
was.
cause like I did sign up and I came and she's like, oh, well, I don't have anything for you.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think
left.
that sign up
So-
was pretty full, like,
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
it looked like it was full.
She had spent like the weekend doing it, so she had come on Saturday and Sunday and spent like 6 hours each day doing it. And then she just kind of, she needs help like with the logistics.
Yeah.
And that's what we learned last year. Last year was a learning that like she has a vision, but she's not very good at like delegating.
And that's
so-
what that meeting is on Thursday.
I don't know what the meeting is on Thursday, but I think it's like, is it choosing a date?
I'm not gonna do that.
I think, I think the date has already been chosen. I'll go check
Okay,
with Kim.
I
Sure it was chosen.
I think
Getting excited.
yeah, it'll probably be like choosing someone to add, like a chair for advertising, a chair for marketing, a chair, or like a chair for volunteer, like kind of trying to get some people and pulling some of those core responsibilities away from her.
Good idea.
So that,
So we can support better.
so that it's a little more organized.
Awesome.
Because a lot of it last year was like, hey, how can I help? And she's like, I got it. And then it,
It's a
Yeah,
lot
it-
for
you
her
you
to
kind
do.
of like
broke
trust
her in
it that
half.
she got it, and then at the end, you're like, oh
Yeah,
no.
it about broke her in half.
Yeah.
so.
Got it.
Okay.
So,
All right, move to approve the budget.
Thank you, Janie.
seconded.
Michaela did, all in favor? Thank you.
Perfect.
And then we now have 107 members. I sent out the minutes from October with email, if anyone would like to approve those.
I read them.
Motion to approve, seconded.
Janie approved, Michaela seconded, all in favor? Thank you. Mariah, do you have any updates on Red Ribbon Week? You got people to decorate?
Yeah, we had people come decorate. We didn't do anything crazy. We used what we had from last year because we spent budget to do other things. There was some miscommunication and the teachers did not get instructions, so that instruction has been sent out as of this morning. So hopefully that will be good. The teachers, every student got a pin, a bracelet, a pen, a sticker, that kind of thing that they can wear every day this week, or the outfits that the student body or the student council asked for. If they do that, they get to write on a ticket, get their name drawn in each class, and every day a member from each class will come and get a little treat from the thing. The teachers have also been asked in that email, now whether, we'll see if it happens, to kind of explain what Red Ribbon Week is for and why we do it, so.
Awesome. And how was the assembly?
I didn't go, I don't
I
know.
went, it was awesome.
Oh, great.
It's like the.
Yeah, my kids
the
were
nice
excited.
one.
Yeah.
Twice now that I've scheduled like a doctor's appointment or a dentist on the morning of like the take assembly, and then my children are like,
Thank you.
They made it, the girls made it.
yep, I know. Go.
So.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for taking this on. That was probably my fault that I did not send it. to the
No, it was all good, we
teachers.
got it, we. between
Just
Jordan and I,
realized.
We got it, so we're good.
Uh,
The fault is mine on that one. I sent the email to Kim and I had buried the letter to the parents and the letter to the teachers all in the same email, and I did like 3 formats of each one. So she had an email with a ton of attachments, and then I asked her to check it with Karen. And so, yeah, I kind of buried it into a lower paragraph on this huge letter that I had sent to Kim. I should have sent her separate emails for the different letters. So that's on me. Sorry, guys.
now we know. Great. There are lots of kids wearing blue today, so they'll be thrilled at classic skating tonight. I think in the interest of time, let's punt the end of year event and the school spirit week for later. If we can go to maybe the principal's update and the school board update, and then these can be done in January's meeting if we don't have time today.
So one thing, just in following on the art show, one thing that we were thinking about, asking about, brainstorming about, and I don't remember which crowd I was with, if it was here or if it was with you or where, but was, do we want to do the art show and the dance festival so that you're outside with the dance festival and you can come in, or like the night before is the art show and then we still have it up for the dance festival, just so that, like, can we get a little longer ride for that an immense amount of work? So anyway, that was just something to float. I don't know that it's,
Yeah.
I don't know where the
I
idea,
like
what idea
that
to
idea.
execution and, anyway, so we had it at one point on April 23rd. Right now, I don't know, but then we had a question mark, because we were like, do we want to combine it with something else, or like and I think the dance festival right now is not solidly scheduled. Does that?
Yeah, no, it is, I don't have my phone.
The art show on the 23rd of April.
We had it as a question mark in pencil, because then so I don't know if it
That's
was
the
because
state's fair parent night for the 5th graders.
then 5th grade, we do not need to make math, so we will make sure we do not have it on the 23rd, like, we've done enough of
Just a
that.
heads up.
Oh, hey, 5th grade, we need you to move this over here.
Wait,
So,
you had the
I've
dance
done that.
festival on the 8th, May 8th.
Thank you.
Okay. So it is something we could do for the 7th.
When
We
did
could
I
do
put the,
art show and then have it up still for the next day.
But are you gonna open the school? Cause
Well,
the
we
dance
keep it-
festival's usually been
We
on
keep it all in the
field.
back, so we can open the back hall. And shut off access to kids because the back hall doesn't have, so we could do something like that. It's not,
Are you only putting the art show in the back of the school then?
yeah. I mean, well, there's the hallways of the different things, but the bulk of it was in the
Okay.
back of the
we could
school.
do the
So
dance festival at the end of the day. It's on a Friday, and then the kids can walk through if they couldn't have come to the art show the night before.
That's a thing. Anyway, we don't need to combine them at all, but it was just like, oh, we did all this work and so few people, and do we take it down? We hate to take down all the cool thing, because a
Yeah.
lot of it was in the gym and the cafeteria and down that hallway, and it's just like, has everybody seen it? Cause we hate to take this cool
Yeah, 'cause
stuff
if you
down.
can't come that night.
Yeah. Anyway, so something to think about, but nothing,
Do we
No,
have an
it can't
SEP
be.
at the end of the year?
we do not.
Just January. We could also combine it with the fun run. Which date I do not have off the top of my head either,
Except
but I know it's not May 1st because that's women's conference.
with the.
You can't do
So
it
we
with the fun
changed
run
that.
because you use
You
the
use the gym and the,
gym
yeah.
Okay,
with
for
all
the
yeah,
assembly.
with all the kids.
And
okay.
you'll have a lot of people really mad at you, but.
Yeah, yeah. There are things that are sacred. Yes.
I have learned.
Sarah, we continue to learn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So I will follow up on the art show date. The dance festival, that sounds right. I know we had to change the, I
You
will,
sent me a calendar June 25th.
Wait,
And so I don't know
this
the date.
new calendar.
You may have.
This is the fun runs on the 8th.
Okay, then when did I put the dance festival?
It is not on the
Yeah, I-
calendar that you have posted.
Okay, well, let me follow back up with that. I just talked to Karen.
First we
today.
run, then we dance.
Yeah.
Seriously. Day.
But May
And then
8th is a fun run.
It'll just be all.
Oh, the dance festival's later. It's like May, is it the next week?
It's not on your calendar, so I don't.
Okay, I will get that in there.
I go from the fun run to kindergarten graduation.
Okay.
To the last
I
day.
want to say it's like
What if you did the dance festival? What if you did the dance festival on a Friday afternoon, like at the end of the day? And then the school was just open for the art show afterwards, like Whitney suggested, but that you would also have an art show with like the storyteller and everything the Thursday night before.
Yeah,
I think, cause the dance festival lasts 20 minutes.
Right.
It's a lot of effort for parents who get there early and do all the things, and if they put in all the time. I'm not one of those, but there are those.
I've heard it.
I am one of them.
I was gonna say, and I can't.
yeah. And I cried.
Very dedicated.
I get my children
For all of
to
them.
school while my sister goes and saves our seat.
It's a thing. Yeah.
She's a good sister.
So, if Melanie, if you don't mind explaining a little bit about what the conversation is about the boundary.
Okay, so there's two new boundary studies that we're looking at. One of them is there's up on Grandview Hill, just above the Walmart. There's like a little tiny sliver of like 6 to 10 homes. that
Yeah.
Go back to the south. That actually goes to Centennial and Goodhue. And it makes sense to have them go to Westridge. Because they are in Westridge boundary, but it's just this little like 6 houses. That would go.
middle school with their friends.
Yeah, so they want to go to Shoreline and to Provo High. Okay, so that's one of them. The other one would affect Rock Canyon and Edgemont. So right by the Walmart as well, there's about
The same Walmart or the other one?
the same Walmart. So the Walmart that's just down here.
It's right here.
Yeah, the neighborhood market.
there's a cutout I can show you guys kind of, sorry.
So from behind Walmart over to Carriage Cove and Old Cove.
Yeah.
Old Mill.
So I know this is really tiny, but you can come look at it afterwards, but the yellow is what we're talking about, would come to Rock Canyon.
So that's to Macy's.
So
Well, Macy's is already in part of Rock Canyon.
So that area that's.
Is this on the district
Yeah, so
website?
this would,
Is it on the district website?
it's on the district, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yes, where the women's shelter is.
So,
North of Carriage Cove, south of Walmart.
I thought that was
so
so
it's
weird.
University Parkway, like 1720 north.
Yeah.
You said it's on the
So it ends up-
website? It's on board, it's on
it's-
board books, so I can help you.
It's
guys.
actually really hard to find.
Oh, I shouldn't try and look it up right now.
You need to go into the super, you need to go.
Okay, don't worry about that.
It's findable, but it's not a click, it's not
We
a
talked
click.
about it for like 2 minutes from 1:54 on the board study session last week. So an hour and 54 minutes into the study session, they talked about it a little bit and they showed the map a little bit, but it's hard to.
Yeah, it's hard to, so you can come look at it, but it's about 46 kids that we're talking about. So what's the problem is we have the Macy's, the homes are right behind Macy's come to Rock Canyon right now, and we have 3 kids riding that bus.
It's 9 total,
But
but they don't ride the bus very often.
Yeah.
So I'm like, can we do a mega?
so anyway, what we're looking at though is it makes sense to have this little carve out come to Rock Canyon. So we're starting that process of having these kids be into Rock Canyon. If they're already at Edgemont, it's open enrollment, they'll stay at Edgemont.
So, sorry, these kids already are going to Centennial and to do that.
Yes, and that part won't change. It's just boundary changes between your neighborhood school between Edgemont and Rock Canyon. But it's a long process too, so we're just getting this, we have to do so many hearings and
that's
so many things.
Part of the boundary study and it's like, oh, this is low hanging fruit, we're for sure gonna do this.
This is just-
Still
yeah.
looking at all these
Yeah.
other-
Is it for sure or is it a conversation? It's fine. 'Cause
I would say it's
yeah.
more of for sure, nothing has been voted on or anything, but we are starting the conversation.
So will that affect then what you do for us in the boundary studies? Like
No, the boundary
future ones?
studies, we really haven't found that we're gonna do a whole lot with the boundary studies because nothing was overcrowded from what we found. Like maybe Lakeview,
Okay.
but Lakeview's not gonna be affecting this area.
Weren't we taking Rock Canyon and putting them in Cane Crest or something like that?
No.
Oh,
There was a part of the, when they were doing the initial study, it was like, well, this could go to Canyon Crest and this could go to Canyon Crest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Like-
they were trying to, cause Canyon Crest is lower enrollment. So we're trying to like keep it like even at the 80%, but we're not. But if you take from Wasatch, they were trying to put some of Rock Canyon into Wasatch.
Yeah.
And our numbers were going down. Anyway, nothing has been said. This is the first boundaries thing that we're doing. That this
Okay.
makes sense, especially for busing.
So how does that 46 kids coming here affect our class sizes, and does it give us enough to like get more teachers
Yeah.
and what, how will it?
Well, I mean, they disperse across, but basically the formula is you take the number of kids at the school divided by 27.5 is our district divisor, and that is how many teachers we get. So that's just the.
Yeah, and we don't know how many of these, some of these kids are already opting into Rock Canyon. Some of them will still continue going to Edgemont. So, but going forward, that they would be Rock
So
Canyon.
you might get 3 or 4 first year, you might get.
Yes.
Second
Yes.
years because there are.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
nothing will be like, we're not changing anything like.
Well,
No,
probably not even.
And I'm
It-
not coming.
It
I
would
put
be
up
for
first
the next
classroom
school
right
year.
next to
Yeah, it wouldn't affect this school year.
Okay.
It would not affect this school year. It would start for 26, 27.
Are they gonna ride the bus? Like, is
Yeah,
this,
would
does this
be-
make
would be-
financial sense?
Yes, this is why we're looking at it, because we have the one bus already.
But they'll literally get on the bus?
Maybe.
We
They
can't
are
force
right
that, but we can't force
Because
that.
they're busing to Edgemont.
Ed to Edgemont.
Oh,
They
okay.
are getting on the bus right now.
Okay.
So.
But they would, I don't think they would be bused to Edgemont anymore.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess I was just trying to figure out, like, if we're sending the bus, but a bunch of the parents are driving them anyway, why are we sending the
Because
bus
we're
to begin
legally,
with.
we have to,
Okay,
if you're within 1.5 miles
okay.
of the
You
school,
have to
you
provide a
have to
bus
provide a
option.
bus to get those kids.
But
there.
they don't have to tell you that they're getting on the bus.
Oh.
So it could just show up for no one.
Yep, this is how it works, rolls with a lot of stuff.
So, I mean, right now, our bus, I mean, the downside is our drop off.
Yeah, yeah.
And a bus coming into our drop off, like, we do already have a bus coming in for drop off, does that mean it's 2 buses?
No, this would still just be one bus for the amount of people we're
But
going
it's
to.
So you just make another
it
stop.
looks like there's enough room and time for a bus to come in. Luckily, usually the bus is way early or way late, and so.
Okay.
It's not consistent, but it doesn't usually stop our.
Yeah.
Our drop off, but, that's a rough, tiny area and a bus, like, when
Yeah.
I was talking to transportation, like, can the bus come through the front and just drop off right in the front? Cause then.
Yeah.
Kind of bypass, but the bus can't turn around, I mean, cause then it has a sharp.
Yeah.
To get to go, cause they have to go that way, and just like, so it's just. that-
Yeah.
the-
Well,
Okay,
and they built that whole parking lot for a bus turnaround, but it's too small.
Yeah.
It's too narrow to go.
I'm just like, what eludes us about building an elementary school?
yes. Okay,
Get a team. Moms.
okay.
Haven't lived through it.
Do you guys have any other questions about it? The boundary, so it's just in the beginning phases of it. It takes a lot. We have to do like a public hearing, public input, the whole thing. It takes a lot of different steps to get a boundary change. We did just a very small one down in the Sunset View area for these townhomes and that are being new. And anyway, it takes 4 or 5 meetings before it'll ever go through.
I do have a question, but maybe you answered it and I just was dense and didn't pick up on it. These kids are already going to Edgemont?
They're in Edgemont boundaries. Some of them are going to Edgemont already, and some of them are coming to Rock Canyon. Some of them might be at Canyon Crest.
Okay, so what's the impetus to change if there are in Edgemont's boundaries? What's the impetus
Because
to
of the
change it?
busing situation.
But if.
They're already being bused there, so we can consolidate 2 buses into 1 bus.
Instead of taking the 9 kids from Rock Canyon and busing them there, we're gonna take 45 kids and bus them here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay,
That,
So
that, for me, the logic is.
it
Yeah.
brings more students into the Rock Canyon boundary.
It's the bus that's taking like the 9 kids from Macy's. And these
combining
other
it
kids,
with
and
the-
this one's going there and this one's going there, but they're basically like. here,
Yes.
Right, yes, it makes sense to me.
as long as we want more kids, as long as it gets us to that threshold of getting an extra teacher instead of us getting just to that threshold.
Yeah, that's
of
my
not an
concern.
Extra teacher. That
Yes.
would-
Well, and we have no control over that. We have absolutely no control.
Well, and
Because
that varies
It's
year to
46
year.
at Edgemont to do the French program.
Well, what I'm
And
saying
like
is,
that's,
if
yeah,
it's going, if we think maybe, then it's 9 people going there, that makes more sense. In my
Yes.
brain, okay, you have a potential for 9, we have a potential for 26.
Yeah.
Which puts us just at that like. Oh.
Well, but you have to remember the 26 could add to each grade.
Yeah, but then we say
So-
it's 27.5, that puts
Per-
us over, whatever, like.
Right, but you're talking about like, maybe that would put us over so that we don't have to do a 3 combined 3
Sure.
4.
She's
Or,
she's
But
saying maybe it
already-
would get you almost there, but not quite.
and we don't
But there's-
know. I mean, when my kids were coming here to Rock Canyon, we were at 580 kids,
Right.
we're at
Yeah.
480 now. So
Yeah, it all just.
it's varying, and the
Public.
boundaries haven't changed since
Yeah.
I've.
As long as it makes sense, I'm good with that, I'm just saying
So-
maybe that's a sticking point.
I am a little concerned about, like, so I guess I do see downsides, one of which is their class sizes are already smaller over there because of the DLI program. And so,
Not the DLI side,
but the English
but the
side.
English side, yes, I would agree.
And so, and the DLI is 30 students and ours is 31, is what Wendy told me at the last PTA president meeting. So, this is concerning that, yeah, they're just giving us a bunch and I guess I'm still not understanding why they don't just take the 9. If the bus is picking up
This
this
is
way,
why we're having this discussion.
Yeah.
Nothing has been set in stone. We're just
Okay.
they're looking at it from a financial standpoint, from the busing, that we have a bus that's taking on a regular basis 3 kids to Rock Canyon.
yeah, which
Could be nice,
again,
which it's
ridiculous.
expensive. It's
Yeah.
expensive. But,
No, combining the buses makes sense. I think they're
combining,
just,
right.
they're
it's-
just wondering
you're
which
just
school to
wondering
take
which
it to.
school.
Yes.
So,
and the one bus can't just stop at two schools.
No,
I
because
don't
they
think
both
so,
start at the
because
same
they
time.
start at the same time, yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, so the takeaways is we should be paying attention to what?
I'll be in touch with people about when it's going to be on a regular basis. We're gonna
Okay.
be bringing this again to, this is why I brought this up at the PTA meeting. I want to hear feedback. I see the differences. I see the pros and cons. Sometimes we are losing kids for, our numbers went from 580 to 480 here. Do we want more kids?
In the right way. Yes, we do.
So,
But not,
And
not for
I'd also
28
like to
kindergartners.
counter The sentiment on the right, like I agree that like, oh yeah, it'd be easy to send 9 somewhere else versus taking 45 if those were the real numbers. But I also see the value of potentially adding more school lunch kids, which would increase potential funding to our school, which would also increase the diversity in our school. And we're bringing in a different neighborhood. And so I see a lot of positives that could potentially come from that. And I would also weigh the fact that we need more students at our school. Like our population is somewhat declining in our area, at least for an elementary school. And I think that the more kids we have here, I think we have a very special experience here at Rock Canyon, not being DLI and kind of being an anchor for our community. And I say, let's bring more in, but I recognize that we can't guesstimate how many are going to come over, and will it be 25 or will it be 30, and what that does to our numbers. But I think that diversity and some of those other things that will potentially come with that neighborhood will add value to our school.
Do you agree? Is there a way to
Oh,
get kind of
totally.
that kind of information? Is that information that can be talked about, or is that?
I will ask.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
kinds of things.
No, we don't get to identify. Like, I don't even.
We don't get to say you get to
We-
go.
We know, like, as a principal, I know what percent of high school is free reduced lunch.
Sure.
I don't get to know individuals.
No, I don't mean
No,
individuals.
but I'm saying,
Okay.
because of that, because I don't even get it at
Sure.
my, that it's not granular enough to be able to say, this is what it looks like. I mean, we can surmise that if our percentages go up by a certain amount, we could, that's a question we can look at, well, our percentages.
But we can say, you drive that neighborhood, there's a lot of lower income family housing.
And
Yes.
there's a lot of transient families, which is sometimes younger kids. and
Yeah.
it's the Younger student population not getting.
Yeah.
I mean, those kinds of information. It's not the,
Yes.
like, okay, we have this much. We can project, if we took normal things, we could survive.
What's the
we might
cutoff
get
for
this much
a-
or whatever. I feel like,
Hold like a permanent.
I think that's
vice
important
principal,
information to kind of.
as opposed to the
have
interim that
like,
changes
Everybody
yeah,
has a permanent.
Or. this
Oh,
is
I
what
thought we
you
had an
overtax.
interim who changes every year.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, but that's not going away.
What does that mean? I thought it was based on.
Every school committee has that.
A long-term,
Oh,
once these
Yeah.
kids,
I
you
thought
know, the ones that definitely want to.
that was a couple years ago. Did that change?
That changed.
Okay.
So when Wendy came in, she took a bunch of people from the
And
school district and put them in all the schools.
Well, yeah,
Like a
but
lot.
I had thought that they
So
were
are we-
doing like a intern, like an intern vice principal for
It,
some.
it depends on their application.
Sure.
Oh, I thought which
But
school,
we're
got
not-
what was based on enrollment and Title IX.
Not that I'm aware
You know, it's heavy
Thought-
student
I thought I
population, the
read-
families that are there alone. I mean,
I'll have to.
It was years ago. I just remember, I mean, I was invested at the time,
Is
less
Edmond
invested now. I was just curious if,
No, I haven't heard
Like-
anything about taking the vice principal.
no, I don't want to take the vice principal away. But I had heard that they would have, like, I thought Rock Canyon would every year get a new one. And other schools don't every year get a new one because they have higher population. I don't know. That was the impression I got from something I saw from the superintendent a couple years ago when Seth left.
7 children in their first grade class.
We're gonna be seeing her.
I
can ask.
I just
Very small classroom size.
had vague memories of like, we were one of only 2 schools that was never going to keep a vice principal
No.
year after year because our enrollment was too low and we weren't Title IX.
Yeah.
So currently, and if you can look on the
But maybe
website.
I'm just, I might be making stuff up.
But
I'm gonna have.
But I was like, if we could get over that threshold, that would actually be a huge
currently
plus
living
to be able to
in
keep
our
stability.
boundaries, For our currently drawn boundaries, the kids who live in our boundaries are 489. Currently, how many kids we have at our school from, and there's a chart on the website that shows you like, oh, this one went to, like, we got 6 that go from our boundaries that go to Edgemont and 4 that go from our boundaries to this. I mean, it maps it all out. It's a really nice chart. We have 490 and we have 489 that are in our boundaries, but we actually own 490. I mean, so, whatever.
So we
But,
get one more in than we lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year, I think it would look, I don't know if they do a chart like this every year, or if that was just for the boundary study, because so I'd like to see the updated chart, because I think we've had more this year from other schools than we had
If
last
they,
year.
if they come in outside of the district, so anyone that lives in Orem, we don't get full funding for that.
Yes, we don't want
We only get state.
No, the big thing when you bring people in from outside, get their WQ, which is bring people in from the state legislature, we don't get any of their property.
Yeah, so it ends up being like 40%.
Wait,
40%
what
funded?
happens to their what?
Goes to their school.
Oh, so we don't get additional property tax, but we still get all the property tax from all the people that live in Provo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't get any less.
But their education.
But we have an extra kid.
We're having to pay extra.
Because all of our local funds are being divided by yet another kid.
Right, so instead of 700 kids that live within our district, now it's 702.
Yeah.
Well, and we have a fair,
We have a fair that go out too.
Yeah.
outside.
but we have I think we have because of our DLI program, we get people from outside of district to come in. We don't have very many that ask from Orem to come to Rock Canyon. We don't have a ton of that, but the DLI schools have got a fair amount. Yeah, if you look at that chart, it'll say that too.
Where'd you find that chart?
So it's on the district website. It's just called the Boundary Feasibility Study. Yeah.
I can
But it's
send
just
that
got
out.
so many fun charts on it. It's like, I just get buried in this.
I'm like,
So, yeah, there's
I'm
so
lost.
many, and there's a heat map, it's so fun. It's so fun to just, so it doesn't say exactly
I've
how
seen
many.
like
Yeah.
40 different pictures as she's scrolling.
Yeah, I mean, it was
there's
a
a
really
lot.
extensive, and then this, like, the Rock Canyon one will show you, like, it has a little dot for every child that, these are the ones in our boundaries that have the dot for every child, and then it'll be like, and these are the ones that are in Edgemont boundaries. You can see like, oh, this Edgemont neighborhood actually already comes here, you know, so there's those kinds of things too. They're just, yeah, I really can get buried and have nothing to say definitively about it. It's just,
You've dots, lots of dots.
yeah, it's just really fun.
It's a Rorschach test. So the kids going currently to one of these schools, but don't go to Centennial or Timpview. That's being taken care of separately, right?
So, I mean, this is just for fun. This is our Edgemont map. I mean, our Rock Canyon. We're Rock Canyon, right?
Yeah.
The light blue is Rock Canyon. So those are the kids. These are the dots in the light blue are from our,
On the left, right?
sorry,
On the
yeah,
right.
yeah. So this is our Rock Canyon map. And it'll be all the kids in the dots live here, but then there's all these dots and it shows what school boundaries they're in. So you can see all the different places and you can kind of see a little bit of concentration, but
Sure.
I can't even tell you how many, like, I'm like, ooh, what's about this? And yeah, I'm like, well, I still have nothing to say, but. But we do have a fair amount of, Canyon Crest. We do have a fair amount of, got a pretty good amount of Edgemont. So we just,
There's quite a few in Orem too.
yeah, there really are, surprisingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
like
those.
11 kids. Here. Orange. Like,
All right, Melanie, thank you.
I have one more, thing. We haven't done calendar survey. On 7/28.
please do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The like 3 days that we get to choose from.
Yeah.
But can we please?
How do they rate the parent?
And can we see and later in the year? It must be under.
versus-
Yeah.
Member versus.
We can see.
Yeah, no, but
Or.
whose opinion do you value more?
June, why do we have?
Well, that's rainy.
Yeah, I hate
Oh,
that.
okay.
And
It is,
it's so rainy or cold,
Yeah.
and we're in school when it's 105 degrees.
Look at.
That I
They
hate
had
that.
that for it.
What?
They have.
I know, my voice heard every year and nobody thinks.
Thank you.
Nobody.
What did you say?
She wants to start later.
Action
and
and
end in
and
June.
in June.
Yes.
Agree with me, and then we vote, and then I'm like, that was not what.
That's why I was, that's what I was
Agreed
asking.
about.
You know, it's like, who voted? You know?
Publish the.
They go and make.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's because I
We're
was
gonna
like,
have Guy create a power app.
this is not what I voted for, and everyone should agree with me.
On the-
So, okay. In the interest of time, is there anything else or are we?
I did forget to.
Oh, thank you.
Treasurer's report, you should all kind of sort of, some of them, okay, I guess maybe not all of us have a copy. Anyway, we got 1,000 something chain in, we spent 10, this is a good. Very fiscally irresponsible month for us. Although we had the budget, we had the money in the bank, so it was actually fine. I know. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that that's what happened. Ta-da. I reported.
Did we ever
So balanced.
like solidify the budget? Did we ever vote on it?
We did
Like,
vote
every
on
time we
it.
did, it was like, wait, but I
Yes,
have a
we did
question.
vote on it.
Back and forth on that a lot.
Yes.
So if anybody would like a copy and doesn't have one.
Thank you,
Just so you're aware, just quickly, the holiday concert, sorry, holiday concert. Usually we have kindergarten go first and second grade, and then the
Yeah.
upper grade go later. We flipped it because we keep doing assemblies right over top of when it's music and for sixth grade, which have orchestra teacher from out of from the district and the band teacher from the district. Anyway, so we switched it so that we wouldn't cancel orchestra and band. So
Not the real.
And is that on the 19th?
it's so that the
But what time is, like, what day and time is?
it's the 18th.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
That Thursday.
Yes.
I'll flip it on the.
Okay, we need to get that word out.
It's on
Yeah.
the calendar, yeah, so it's on
No,
the
but-
calendar and it's on the calendar with those.
Usually it's
No,
on
but I
that
think
Friday.
You have to educate people that's gonna be different, cause
Yeah.
I know I was already thinking.
Yeah, I
the
I
9th
signed up
of
to
the
help
event.
in
That's
his
what I
class,
thought.
so I need to change that.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
sixth grade is when?
You know how they usually.
Is first?
I know, but
Or,
they're
Yeah.
gonna like,
so this is.
or they're gonna
they
come
need
and hold their seats. Unless they won seats at the auction.
Great,
I did.
that was such.
I
great-
didn't.
I didn't realize it, but I did. It's
I thought
the only thing I got that I wanted.
So 4 through 6 is 9 to 10, and then K3 is 10 to 11.
Oh.
I gotta be there, okay.
Want to.
But the good news is it's only like it's 9 to
Wait,
11.
each an
It
hour?
used to be like
30
You
minutes.
have
9 to
come out
10
there
and then
it
2 to
takes
3,
for
yeah.
some- The teacher
ended
assured me it takes an hour. It takes about 45 minutes, and so then they switch. Okay.
I will send a PTA email. Will you
After
send
the
a
parents
school
went
email
to
with
the-
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay. All
Okay.
right.
How early can we enter the building?
Michaela.
I
Hey.
mean, it's the gym, so,
Don't get here before and play kickball, Michaela. We have already,
yeah.
no students allowed till 8:25.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, that happens.
8:30.
No,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Mackenzie's like a main offender. She's like first person here for that.
So good at it. I don't know if she does it.
Mike does it.
We should put some stuff out for people to work on art projects.
Okay.
There you go.
Motion to dismiss.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Sure.
Meeting adjourned at 1. Thanks, Jordan.
End of meeting.
I enjoy it.